Hi, welcome back to Toadstool Tarot. If you're anything like me, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull between finding decks that you'd like to order, and you do a little online window shopping. So from time to time I'll go to makeplayingcards.com and I'll scroll through all the pages, because they're not very well organized there, and look and see what might be new. And recently I did the same. I'd exhausted the stuff there and I decided to try Printer's Studio and see what they had. And I found a neat little deck there that was affordable, around $20, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'm going to order that. I've been buying a lot of Tarot de Marseille style decks lately, and this is a majors only one. And it was put together, designed following the Madenie Marseille, and designed using linoleum cuts, which I thought was really interesting and very traditional in a way, because a lot of the early Marseilles were done in wood cuts. So, and this is kind of a little bit of a crude deck. It's kind of nice. The cardstock is actually lovely. I mean, it feels pretty much like that S30 that I love at Make Playing Cards. I'm not sure what it is, but it's really nice and slick. These are regular tarot size cards. You can see the design on the back. Very nice. And if you're familiar with the Tarot de Marseille, these images will be familiar to you. Otherwise, if you're new to it, you might find some details lacking, because it is a little bit rough, a little bit crude, because they're linoleum cuts, so they're not like etchings, they're not perfect lines. But I really love the rustic quality of this deck. It's like you can't even read all the lettering and you can't pick up all the imagery, but you can get enough of it there to know you recognize the Fool if you've seen enough Marseille decks. And these cards are not perfectly lined up either. You can see some of the borders or the lines go off the edges of the card a little bit. And I like that too. I mean, they look, they look like they were hand linoleum printed on brown paper or something, but it's not matte. It's this really nice slick cardstock. They're monochrome. It's just black on a sort of a beige or very pale brown sort of color. I really like them. Makes a nice, refreshing change from some of the traditional ones and the modern ones that I've seen. And some people have issues with majors only decks, but I haven't had any problem with it. I get good readings from majors only decks. What do you think of this? Does this feel like a new deck? Does it feel like a sort of an ancient deck? Does it seem like a deck that you could use? I'm really happy to have it in my collection. They don't have a very good name for it. I think on the website, I'll put a link in the comments below, but I think it's called the TDM Tarot Trumps Black and White. It's, you know, not exactly a catchy name. Might have been better to have it the lino cut Marseille or something. And I remember back in high school in the art class, we did linoleum block cut with tools and printmaking. It's kind of a fun process. So since it's majors only, there's not a whole lot of cards to show you here. Just the 21, or 22 I should say. The Fool is 0. And there you have the World. That's the last card. But it's a really handsome deck, I think. I like the back design too.